Hey, it's Liza Lawrence here with a mini message for Wonders and Miracles podcast. This is episode 144, Things That Matter Most. And I'm going to keep it quick today. I have a shorter message because I just got home from a much needed girls' trip this last week. We have 5 girls in my family, 1 sister-in-law, and my mother. And we missed my sister-in-law for this, but we all got together for my mom's 70th birthday this year. We surprised her with a girls' trip, and it was so beautiful and fun. I really do feel so blessed to have such amazing women of light and truth in my family. Each one of my sisters seeks divine guidance for her life, and we learned this from our mother. I'm so grateful to have grown up in a home that had such a strong spiritual foundation. We talked about God. We prayed to God. We went to church. We were not perfect, but the Lord was very much a part of our lives. And we were encouraged to seek him and to pray and to find answers in our lives and to learn from the Lord. And this I'm just so grateful for. So thank you, Mom, for this. Just a tribute to women. I know this is National Women's Month in March, and I've just been so blessed with beautiful women in my life. But this brings me to my message today of the question, what really matters most in life? So last week, my guest Andy shared a story about her 2.5-year-old drowning. And while he survived, miraculously survived without any brain damage, this was a catalyst in helping her learn the deeper lesson of what really matters most in life. When I was a young mom with 4 small children, I remember feeling sort of the burden of motherhood and all the things to teach my children. Now, I teach child development, and knowing and understanding all the theories behind development and all the practices, best practices for young children, it got kind of overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do all these things for my children correctly and not mess them up and give them a solid foundation for life? And so I thought I better narrow it down to the most important thing I need to be teaching them. So I came with this question to the Lord, and I prayed one day and I said, what is, of all the things to teach my children and all the things to be aware of, what is the most important thing that I need to be teaching them? And very clearly, I spiritually heard, you teach them to come to me and I will teach them. And it clicked in my mind how beautiful that truth was. My job as a parent, my job as a guide, a coach, a teacher, anything is always to steer people to the Lord, because the Lord is the master teacher. God is the teacher of truth. And if I can direct my children to him, then he can direct them in their lives. You know, it was very clear to me how true this was. I can't be with my children every moment of the day. I can't be with them as they grow up and continue to move out and move on with their lives. I'm not going to be there guiding them every step of the way, but the Lord can. And if they have a relationship with the Lord, that will be the rock that keeps them solid in their lives. That will be the thing they can hold on to as they work through difficult things and have challenges in their lives. So I was so grateful for this insight. I also had another insight as a mother of young children where I was really struggling with one child in particular and praying about, how do I approach this child? And again, I heard very clearly, spiritually heard, you have the opportunity to have a relationship with this spirit, with this child. You don't own them. They are not yours to control and to own and to boss around. You get a relationship with them, and you have that opportunity to build a relationship. And that changed my perspective as well, that we are all here together as brothers and sisters, building relationships and influencing and loving each other in beautiful ways, not trying to control each other, not trying to compete with each other. And I think those are some of the things from my experience that matter the most. Love, kindness, cooperation, building healthy relationships, teaching things of the spirit so that those around us will know who to turn to in times of struggle. And I think Andy's episode taught us that. And so when we have moments in our lives of struggle, of challenge, of heartache, it tends to strip away all the pretense of things that don't matter and help us really focus in on what does matter most. So my question to you, what are the things going on in your life that seem to be interfering with or distracting you from the things that truly matter most? What are the things that are preoccupying your mind, your time, your heart, your talents that don't have eternal importance in our lives? So just a question on that. I really think as the world is shifting and we're seeing more and more contention on the planet and division on the planet, one of the most important things I would encourage us to think about is, how is our connection with the Lord? Can we hear him? Are we relying on him? Are we focusing our attention on the spiritual things rather than the fears of the world and the troubles of the world? I know I say that a lot in my messages, but I do believe it's true. I believe the only thing that can get us through life is our relationship with the Lord and how well we are hearing him and how well we trust that connection that we have with the divine. So there's my message for today. Ponder what really matters most in your life and maybe make some changes if there's things that are distracting you and taking away your attention from the things that truly matter most, which is our ability to truly love ourselves and others and God. So there's my message for today. I hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you next Monday with another miracle interview story. Bye-bye.